Welcome, Earth signs, to your what Mercury retrograde has in store for you. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. Going from an elemental Earth energy. So let's see. Getting straight into this, we have the light coming out. Wonderful. Almost, it's the same as the sun, guys. So I love this because it's going to bring out a positive energy for you at this time. It might not have felt that way when it first started. I'm sorry, it does feel that way. But there was this light in the under, kind of like the underneath all of it. And it was almost like it was trying to shine, but maybe you weren't catching it. Because we kind of feel that there is definitely some kind of brilliant ideas, things going on around you, but it just feels like in the very beginning of it, it was kind of like maybe even you kind of not really catching grip of it and really bringing out the happiness and pleasure and the things that needed to really come out. But you're really going to start feeling that towards the end of the Mercury retrograde. Definitely your self-worth and all the things that you have are going to start totally shifting. So you're going to feel a lot more success, a lot more joy, a lot more illumination coming off of yourself. You're going to find yourself in a limelight situation where it just feels like you're always bringing forth new things that are happening within your life. And you're going to feel this kind of renewed energy coming pretty much around probably the 20th of the month. Okay, right just almost towards the end of it. Why? Because it's shifting and it's shifting everything around you. So things that were, truths, things of this nature is going to really start feeling a little more warm, a little more in your energy, and really starting to really ground you um, in money, career, things of this nature, right? Because you're really attracting things around you. You're going to start feeling like, hey, wait a minute, how come I'm kind of being put on a pedestal as things are really shifting around you? So really waiting for this shift and for this light to just kind of grow around you over here. So over here we have the assess the situation, which makes total sense. There it is, right? Because as soon as you actually start to really feel it, actually, and see it and notice that people are kind of like, whoa, right? They want to hear your ideas. They want to do these things. They want to do what you want to do, but it feels like, hey, why are you listening to me? Mercury retrograde has a lot to do with communication, so it just feels like all of a sudden everybody wants to communicate with you. This is because you're now put into the limelight. Um, so assessing the situation at this time is going to be the reliable, practical choice to want to do things, right? This is where you're going to really reach out there, make dreams come true, really, kind of hit home, right, on a lot of the issues that are going on. This energy is also going to allow those of you to be a little more flirtatious. So there could be a little more flirtatiousness coming out of you because of the sun, because you're feeling a lot better. So if you find yourself maybe a little more shy, you're going to feel like you're a little more open. So this is going to actually give you a little more flexibility, a little more sexuality, and way more communication. So, okay, especially for those, signs that are a little more pushed back, like Virgo, they're not as open as maybe a Taurus, right? Even Capricorn sometimes can get a little shy, a little pushed back for some of you. Not all of you, but if you do find yourself to be a little more in that area, you're going to find yourself to be a little more open, more communicative, not hiding out as much. And like I said, a little more flirty, which is very good and very healthy because it's going to allow you to open up new conversations, meet new people, and go out and explore new things. Yeah, and making a little more headway also, especially in careers and stuff too, because you're going to find that the more open you are and doing these things, not flirting so much, but just the communication in itself is actually going to allow more creativity come out of the light. So you're going to say, oh my God, I have a brilliant idea. So you'll find that your ideas and stuff will become more brilliant. So you have the star gathering over here, which is talking about the stars are gathering for you so that you can remember your soul family, where you come from. Remember, you are a soul having a human experience, not a human having a soul experience. But it's going to allow you to kind of remember who you are. If you remember at one time, even something is just as easy as this is like, there was a time I was more open. I was more like, boom, out there, hello, right? And as I got older, I've kind of shelled away a little bit. So now you're going to kind of remember what it was like to kind of be in the limelight, kind of do these things, right? And it's going to empower you. So, especially if we're talking about the sun being a star, and now we're talking about star. So, and this is definitely talking about that connection and allowing your energy to become more magnetic and draw more light in, and other people are going to want to be around you as well. And you're, it's going to be crazy too, because you might even start identifying what it says here, identifying those who are your soul mates, right? Star family. So you might even have a little more in depth, right? For some of you. But otherwise, more than anything, this is just the time for their wishes to be fulfilled and the dedications to really start coming through, start focusing, dreaming on what it is you really want, so that you can really start reaping those rewards and finding pretty much your rightful place on the rightful path to what you truly, truly want, right? And this is actually going to help you connect to yourself. So this is very good. Very, very good. And then we have the perfection of your life. Wow. And that's just really talking about the same exact thing in its own way, because you're saying, I'm perfecting what I want within my life. And that's really going on that star gathering, because it's saying I'm assessing the situation for what I truly, truly want. And I will perfect it on my path as I am going forward. And as I'm doing so, I have the energy to be able to do so, and the connectability with others at this time to be able to do the things that I need to do. So this is very good. Wow. And this will give you also the time to rethink anything that you need to rethink, so that way you can, kind of move things around, reorganize, do things. But your self-esteem is going to be pumping, right? Because you're not going to allow anything to not be, let's put it this way, if it's not in perfection, my friends, it is not going to be right, okay? Because right now is the time where you're putting all the things together, and if that T is not crossed and that I is not dotted, you don't want it, right? Because all bets are on the table, and that's the way it has to be, okay? So let's keep going forward over here. Loving that. We're going to go to see what's going on towards the end also of the Mercury retrograde over here around the 23rd. So those are the really good things about the Mercury retrograde that are going on for you. But it also talks about the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Cups. And these are two different kinds of energies, and the 3 of Cups. And these are kind of different energies that the Mercury retrograde brings off, because it does like to revisit things that hurt, things that are karmic, things that don't feel good. And for some reason here, I'm kind of feeling like a Knight of Swords. You might be kind of revisiting something that was, for some of you, a little humiliating, a little embarrassing, and it feels like you might even have this person around you who's kind of bringing that energy up. It could be a Libra, it could be a Gemini, it could be anybody. But it does feel like it is a bit of a misunderstanding. But there is also an understanding with the Knight of Swords that this person is here to kind of go backwards with you. And it just feels like they're coming back at you, okay? Wow. It does make you want to cold shoulder the situation. And I do see that. And I do feel like it is something that is a little maybe embarrassing. They're doing something that kind of maybe humiliates you in front of your friends, brings up something that you don't want to revisit. Be careful of that, though, because you have all this beautiful energy over here, and then you have this person over here who's kind of attacking because they want to come back from the past to try to do the things that they're kind of looking back at, right? So they might be trying to write stupid things on social media or do something that's kind of attacking you in your own way, right? It doesn't even have to be huge. It's just the whole idea of what are you doing here and why are you saying these things, okay? Bringing up things that don't need to be said, they don't need to be revisited, but they're getting, I don't know, I feel like with the Knight of Swords, they're kind of getting a kick out of it. something wrong with them. For some of them, they might even be drunk. They might be drinking and then going back to do things. But the overall energy for you, my friends, is the Ace of Pentacles. You have a lot of hopes and promises. So when you do see this person kind of coming around, making you cringe, it is cringy. Just remember, ignore them, do what you need to do, because you have too many other beautiful things over here. And they're trying to make some kind of karmic over here, something that was, you know, Mercury retrogrades are full of karma. It's kind of like, are you going to allow this to happen? Are you going to ignore it? Are we going to, you know, pull the ties away from this and allow it to, you know, kind of do what it needs to do and then kind of go away? Is there going to be an understanding that you understand that this person is, you know, who they are and it's not good? You know, so it's going to actually make you rethink on those areas as well. More than anything, all it's going to do is make you, make you want to get on out. And they're guilty of doing such things, of causing drama. Oh, and yeah, trying to hurt your feelings. Because they're just trying, and they're very determined to do so. Oh my gosh, and a lot of it is because of love. They may have some kind of weird obsession or weird love or some tie that they've tied themselves to you. For some of them, they might even feel like they made some kind of mistake, and then they think that by doing what they're doing, they're making it better. Nah, it's obsessive. Nah, that's obsessive. They can think whatever they want to think, but that's not a very good way of thinking. Mental's a little off. And like I said, it could be from some kind of substance, drinking, something of this nature, or just literally obsession. I don't know, but they definitely want to come back and try to, you know, for some of you, I don't even think they know that they're really embarrassing you. This is for some of you. They're embarrassing you, but because they're drunk or something, I don't know, I see a lot of cups. They don't know that they're embarrassing you. They're not right state of mind, because they're kind of trapped in their own little world over here with the Eight of Swords. And then for some of you, it's all about, they know they're doing it, and they're doing it on purpose. So take that, and you'll know which one it is. You'll know, because you're going to feel that energy. You already know. Guys, you already know whether they're doing it on purpose or they're drinking. You know this person. But they are definitely trying their hardest to do whatever it is they're doing. Maybe in the end, they're just all, you know, even when they're humiliating you, they might even be trying to still get you back. So just be careful of that energy. Mercury retrograde is not always nice. It does have its little flaws. And it loves bringing back past mistakes from relationships, things like this. Yeah, and there it is, because of the communication. And that's all it is, too. Taking action and communication, and some of them are holding tight to you for the reasons. You just need to keep yourself calm, right? So that do not allow them to hurt you, right? And just patiently plan where you need to go and keep the ball in your court, right? Do not allow them to have any pleasure in doing what they're doing. Block them. Yeah, do you know? Yeah, because they're going to challenge. They're putting out like kind of a challenge, and you just need to block them. Just literally. Not even, I don't even see borders. I mean, I'm just straight up like ignored, blocked. However you're going to block them. Okay? Don't give them any power. Okay? And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.